Let's move on to Tuesday's Times. And Boris Johnson is facing everyone's worst nightmare: your WhatsApp messages being made public.
no, so it would be doing me and you. That would be...
Wouldn't be ideal.
That would be good. But you're very good, because you delete all your messages
Don't
straight
tell
away.
them that. I don't trust the
They're
system.
never deleted, though. They're always there. They're always
Yeah,
there.
I know. Someone's got them. Rishi's got them in his back pocket if he needs them. Go on.
So, this is now because there's going to be the inquiry into COVID. And Hugo Keith, who's the lead counsel, is basically, they're requesting all this information and they're sourcing it all now before the inquiry actually starts next year. And that's going to be cabinet meetings and minutes and agendas and ministerial communication routes and all of these various forms of documentation. And one of the things that they're looking to get, because it seems like one of the core ways that they actually made these decisions were these WhatsApp groups, which is kind of scary. I use WhatsApp for organising children's birthday parties and to discuss board games. So the idea that they were sort of working out lockdowns and whatever on WhatsApp, and it could be obviously very embarrassing for Dominic Cummings, for Boris Johnson. But it's interesting to talk in this article. It then goes into, in The Guardian, about what the scope of the inquiry is. One of the things being whether they went into lockdown in enough time to save lives. But the other one, which I think is interesting, is to talk about the effects that it had and whether it was necessary, and the other effects: mental health, education, non-COVID related health concerns. So I'm glad that they're finally going to be starting to look into that stuff, because for all of us in it, it was a tough time.
Did you get the impression they were? Because my worry from the story was that this was just going to be about, did we lock down too late and we should lock down more?
Well, that's when I read it early. When I read it, and that was the first thing that they were talking about, I was going, oh, come on, this is just going to be... They're just pushing that narrative again. And then later on, they go, wait a minute, they're also going to be looking at that stuff. And that's the stuff I'm really interested in.
Same.
Because it feels like...
Why did we lock down at all? And, how did it happen? Was it necessary?
And we still haven't seen fully the ramifications to our children in particular.
OK, what do you think, Scott?
I just think social media destroys people. And I just think, the more we look at our screen and don't look at each other in the eye, the scarier we'll become, and the more frightened we are. And I think the lockdown was ridiculous. I think it didn't help. I think it might have made matters worse. And I think we're going to find that out in this research.
Yeah, and we really want to see what Dominic Cummings said to Boris.
And I think people are going to feel terrible about it afterwards, because they did so much to work together. The UK public cooperated so well. But that cooperation may have made matters worse.
Oh, yeah, it's going to come out to be the worst policy of all time.